For many years, I walked through life thinking I was the hero. As a management consultant, I took pride in being the one to solve all of the problems and take care of every situation. It didn't matter whether I was helping to plan a team happy hour or figuring out a revenue strategy, I was your gal. All day, every day, 7 days a week. And every evening, you would still find me alone in my office coming up with solutions to all of the things. Okay, so show of hands. How many of you can relate to this? It's like, where are my fixers? Oh, come on, like claim our fixiness here. Okay, so for a while, that mindset served me. I was promoted quickly. I had a reputation of someone who could, quite frankly, get shit done. Someone who would sacrifice everything for her team, and people liked working with me. Sounds pretty great, right? Well, it turned out not to be. A big aha came for me the year I was working towards promotion to senior leadership. So picture this. One afternoon, I'm on a conference call. I'm alone in my office when my back completely spasms and it takes me to the floor. I can't move, and the pain is excruciating. My heart is racing and I'm sweating profusely. I can't even reach the phone to unmute it to ask someone for help. So I just lie there on the floor of this office and I look up at the fluorescent lights. I think to myself, there has got to be a better way. You see, I had taken my need to control all of the things to a whole new level. And in the process, my body literally got tired of carrying the weight of the world on its shoulders. Okay, so good news. There is another way. And in that other way, you get to be as successful as you are now, but with more joy, ease, and delight. You get to be connected to who you are and what you really care about. You get to create interesting work with other people, and you get to wake up every day feeling energized. Okay, so let's get back to my story for just a moment. In case you're wondering, I did make it off of that floor. It wasn't pretty, but it did happen. And when my back healed, a friend of mine mentioned improvisational comedy classes as a way to loosen up. Hesitantly, I signed up. Guys, I had no business being in this class. I had no theater background, and I'm a planner, so making stuff up in the moment, not my sweet spot. And my group, my improv group, they could care less about my fears. So picture this. This was the scene when I walked into my first improv class. They were doing a warm-up, which involved a circle of people, and one person would jump in and belt out what seemed to me to be their favorite 80s or 90s song. At which point, everyone else would join in. Don't worry, I'm not gonna make you do that right now. But after, a couple minutes, I jumped in and I realized it was probably my turn to go. I was the only person who hadn't gone yet. So I muster my courage and I jump into the middle of the circle and I start singing at the top of my lungs, Bon Jovi's Living on a Prayer. Because that's what you do when you don't know what else to do. And it was a little strange at first. I wasn't sure what was gonna happen, but that strange feeling quickly turned into this feeling of complete aliveness. I looked around, I had all these strangers that were singing at the top of their lungs, they were smiling at me, they were clapping, and I had never felt more fully supported. So, I took additional classes after that one, and over time, I got hooked. And this non-theater girl started an improv troupe, and I was performing all around Washington, D.C. So why did I stick with it? Well, that little shift I felt mid-Bon Jovi, it turned seismic, and I think it changed me for the better. My work relationships became more authentic. I felt more open so I could be inspired by other people. And what I was creating with those people was so much more interesting than what I had been creating alone in my office. So I just want to leave you with one question today, which is, what kind of hero do you want to be? Because my hope is that you grow into the type of hero that is engaged and impactful throughout your entire career. And day to day, you get to experience the joy, the freedom and delight that the world of improv has to offer you.